Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Media Picker. My name is Brandon. Part-time eBay Macari reseller specializing in media-related products. Got my first negative feedback on eBay. This one's going to stick. I'll go over how I believe the feedback is unfair, what I tried to do to try and get it rectified, and how it went. I will tell you right now, it did not go well. So you're going to be seeing this video down the line, but at the time of this recording, I got the message from the guy on eBay right now. First of all, I'm going to tell you right now, this guy is a brand new buyer with zero feedback. He has one now. Is my response to him. So I'll show you his message. I'll show you the picture of the item he is saying was described should be poor condition, which I think is complete bullshit. I have sold over 9,300 items in less than 4 years on eBay doing this part-time, and have never had an issue regarding my descriptions because they are more detailed than 99% of the sellers in this category. So let's go ahead and get started. So I get this message this morning, and it's regarding a CD single from the police. Says, I can't believe you listed this in very good condition. I would list this in poor condition. The disc artwork and case are absolutely trash, which they aren't. And the disc isn't good, which it has light scratches, and everything was described in detail. He says, people often disagree about being one level higher or lower graded than they are, but this is a joke. I would never purchase this knowing it actually in this condition. Well, first of all, it's priced based on condition. Because if it was in better condition, it would be priced a little higher. So first of all, he's looking for something that's basically like new, mint condition for a good, very good price. So that's where it started. I said, well, I'll refund something to you, thanks. eBay's processing the refund you should never receive. So once I realized I got the negative feedback, and I'll show you that in just a moment, I said the negative feedback was uncalled for considering you refunded in full. Condition of the CD was described in detail. I've sold over 93 items in 4 years, and this is being my only issue. Of course, no response. I wasn't expecting a response, obviously. So this is the feedback that he left me. Again, he only has one feedback. He is new. He's been since December 24, but this is like his first anything. That one feedback is from me. So he said this disc was listed as very good condition. I would rate as poor. Huge difference there. Feel ripped off. Well, he got a free CD. He didn't get ripped off. Anyway, needless to say, the buyer's been blocked. I will never be selling to this buyer again. So now we're going to go to the actual item that is described that he says is in poor condition. So this is it. He got it for $7.98 plus shipping. So if we look at the details, and you can zoom in on these pictures. Anybody can do this. Jewel case has scratches and scuffs. These marks here are actually part of the design on this. It's supposed to be part of like a police thing. So that's part of the design. Those aren't marked, those aren't special anything. There's a dent here. You can see that. Okay. We're going to the back side. I kept it in the original case because it's an import. It's made in Great Britain. I could have replaced the case. Again, scratches, scuffs, all described. I forgot to flip the pictures on this when I listed it, though. There was a partial dent here, looks like. And again, these were all mentioned, and plus you can look at the detailed pictures. Any questions, ask. I can put better pictures on it. CD label, perfectly fine, no issues there. And the CD playing side, again, you can just double click and zoom out like I'm doing. Anybody else can do this. And you can just see there are scratches on it. There's nothing that affects play. The disc plays perfectly fine. Okay. He says it's poor condition. So I go further to describe this. And I state, that's not what I wanted. And I state, artwork has some wear. CD has a few scratches. Jewel case has a crack. There are also scratches and scuffs. I mean, pretty much detailed. I don't grade the jewel cases. I have to put over grading in, so technically I guess I kind of do. But anyway, all my detailed information's there. I do strive. Any issues, please reach out. Nope, he didn't. He'll feedback first. Thanks, sent me the message. So buyers don't read details. Could this be listed probably in good condition? Possibly. But again, there weren't that many scratches on this. You saw the photos. You can zoom in on the stuff. So that was pretty much that as far as that went. Now, I replied to his feedback, and this is what I said. Buyer is new to eBay and doesn't understand how it works. I've sold over 9,300 items on eBay in 4 years and have had zero issues with my descriptions. An item can be listed in good condition that has some cosmetic damage, such as dents, scratches, etc. Everything was described in detail. Buyers expecting a like new item for a good price. My price reflected the condition as described in my listing. This is my first negative as a seller. The buyer maybe should not be buying on this platform. Period. So I messaged eBay, taking a shot. I already knew what the response was going to be. So I go to eBay and I just state, I'm not going to show this part because it's got some of my personal account information. I said, hey, can you look at this item? I said, the CD was described in great detail. I received negative feedback from a new, I put that in caps, eBay buyer on the condition. I said, I believe the buyer did not read the details of the listing. I've sold over 9,300 items on eBay, with this being my only negative feedback. Most of my positive feedback on my account mentions my accurate descriptions or exceptional packing. Buyer has already been refunded in full. Can you please review the item in correspondence to see if it's something that can be removed? Appreciate the assistance. Thanks. So eBay had me authorize it, blah, blah, blah. And they go, I understand you're requesting feedback removal. The item listed, you listed the item with new condition, but the buyer commented on arriving at used. So first of all, no, it was used. The item was not listed as new. I should respond back to that. Is new condition. I might leave eBay some nasty feedback too, actually, because they didn't pay attention. eBay seller has protections in place, blah, blah, blah. Here's the link, blah, blah, blah. It says, based on this and our guidelines, the comment doesn't qualify for removal, but there are a couple alternative options to help resolve feedback, which obviously is just not going to happen. Sellers can reply to a feedback and send the buyer feedback revision request after resolving their concerns. Buyer's not going to do a revision. They probably don't know how to do it. I'm not even going to mess with it. In this situation, I recommend replying to the comment. Doing this is beneficial. Future buyers can see how you offer such support in such cases. I can see you refunded the buyer in full to help resolve their concerns. I believe that option is best. Let me ask you, is you familiar with how to reply to comments? Yeah. So I've already replied to the comment. Buyer isn't going to do a revision, so I guess I'm stuck with it. And I said, I understand, though, there wasn't a reply to the buyer comment. Just in case, here's the link where you can help with that page. So I guess I can reply to the buyer comment instead. So I'm going to go probably do that also. But just extremely annoyed with this whole process. I feel like I kind of got screwed in this, and you guys can judge. You guys are going to price I did or didn't. It obviously doesn't matter at this point. It is what it is. So my feedback is now 99.9%, which is ridiculous. But anyway, buyer's been blocked. I'm done dealing with them at this point. Is what it is. So I guess just keep moving on. Anyway, if you got anything out of this, consider subscribing to the channel. Questions, comments, anything, feel free to throw them in the chat. Click the like button, which also does help me out. Click the bell for each notifications, other videos just like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.